exciting episode of Tim on Everything. Oh boy. Well, here I am in Maya, New Caledonia, where it's windier than heck. And yes, I'm at a boatyard. I'm angry. Not because I'm at a boatyard, but because of why I am at the boatyard. Here to fix a little problem on Intrepid, due entirely to a crew member that I kept telling for 10 days, please, please, please do not continue doing what you're doing. And you did it anyways. So yeah, I'm a little angry about that. But that's the important thing. I can articulate why I'm angry. And I know that I can solve it. And I also know I'll get over it. So, you know, life goes on. What I want to talk about today, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate mail, is my thoughts on women. Oh my God. I said it, I'm into it now. And this is based on, of course, my ex, my 20 years or so of being with her, and about a dozen friends of mine, their spouses and significant others. And yeah, we guys, we talk. Here is the number one issue that we have. That's why I started this segment by saying I'm angry. Women, why are you always so angry? You know, great, people get angry, I understand. But like myself, I could point at what caused my anger. I could get over it. I could deal with it. I could solve it. You know, my ex is an example. She was always pissed off. She would come home from work, slam open the front door, start screaming at her oldest son, my oldest son, and, you know, crash into his room. She punched holes in the wall. She had a hammer and put a hole in his desk. She was a out of control, batshit crazy, constantly. And she couldn't articulate why. And in fact, after we went through our divorce counseling and we brought this up, she kept saying, oh, I never did that. Well, actually, yes, you did. It's documented. Ask the kids. Ask friends. They saw you do this. And maybe it's because of that I ended up with custody of the kids. But regardless, I'm not trying to point fingers. But just as an example, I speak to my other friends, and we can't understand why you're so angry all the time. You know, you put on this great face in public of the wonderful mother and the housekeeper and the worker, but God almighty, you go home, the kids are afraid of you, the dog's hiding underneath the couch, and you can't explain, you can't tell anybody what's causing this. The explanation is, we should just know. We don't know what you're thinking. You gotta talk to us. But that's probably the number one concern that I had and my friends have. We don't understand why you're always so pissed off at the world. I mean, you know, this is life. Maybe you were brought up expecting that you were going to be in a fairy tale, a princess. Well, let me tell you something. If it's midnight and you lost your shoe, you're not living in a fairy tale. You're probably just drunk. Suck it up. Talk to us. Why are you always so freaking angry at everything? That's, you know, it just floors me because I can't understand. Hey, guys, we're pretty simple. We're problem solvers. To us, a problem is like a ball to a dog. You know, problem, oh boy, solve the problem, solve the problem. We would love to try to figure out why you're angry. But you gotta talk to us. We don't understand what you're feeling. You gotta talk to us. We don't understand what you're thinking. You've got to talk to us. You know, when you tell us to paint the door red, we paint the door red. Don't get angry because you don't give us any instructions, any hint on what you want, and then we did the wrong thing. You know, when you go and you disappear for hours on end, and we find you passed out in a stairwell clutching an empty bottle of wine, that's not our problem. We didn't cause that. That's your problem. So we're also tired of your innocent victim routine. You're just the innocent victim and we're the ones that cause all your problems. That's not true. In fact, we very much would like to help you solve the problems. Let us know. Talk to us. We're not mind readers. We don't understand what you're thinking. We don't understand how you feel unless you actually say something. It's not that hard, for God's sakes, but God knows. Women seem to make it very difficult. As I said, I'm sure a lot of people are going to hate me after this one. So, talk to us. Tell us what you want. Tell us why you're upset. Let us help solve the problem. And for God's sakes, life is too short to be pissed off all the time. I could never understand that. She was the most angry person constantly. Nothing was right for her. I'd make dinner. She'd complain it wasn't what she wanted. I helped the kids. She'd complain it wasn't what she would have done. Well, you know what? Maybe you should have stayed home a little more and that would have solved that problem as well. We're out there busting our butts trying to provide for the family and you as part of the family. And, you know, your constant judgment and seething anger and condescension and criticism gets old. It really does. It gets old fast. There's another thing too. You know, common myth is guys are promiscuous. We can't keep it in our pants, is what we keep telling us. Hell, some of the women I know can't keep their pants on. It's unbelievable. You walk out, you're pissed off, you need some comfort, some company, because your husband just doesn't understand you. Sure, we'd understand if you'd actually say something. Wouldn't just be a priori pissed off all the time, but maybe that's too much to ask. I don't know. You know, we guys, we like intimacy as well. And no, we're not talking about sex. Although you women do a great job of using sex as a weapon. I mean, face it. You're not always that good. If all we were worried about is sex, it'd be a hell of a lot easier and cheaper to get a $20 Tijuana whore, for God's sakes. No, we'd like intimacy. We want somebody that we can trust, that has our back, that we protect each other, that shares our same goals and excitement, is there when we fall to help lift us up. That's what we want. That's what you want. So, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Your anger is what happened. And I, honest to God, don't understand where it's coming from. I've had discussions with my friends thinking, well, maybe it's environmental. Maybe it's something in the food. Maybe it's something in the water. I have no idea. But it's like a light switch. You go into the next room and you never know who's going to come out, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. It's, you know, I often thought that my ex might have been bipolar because her mood was changing so drastically and so quickly. It was unbelievable. But, and, yeah, I mean, you know, get over the anger. Talk to us. Talk to the guys. We really are there. We'd like to sit down and chat. We're guys, for Christ's sakes. It doesn't take a heck of a lot to, you know, make us happy. Well, at least the guys I know. As I said, the anger thing is probably the most disturbing, and that has ruined so many relationships. And, you know, you're playing the innocent victim card just gets old as well, because you're not the innocent victim in this. Oftentimes sometimes you're the cause of all this. You're the one with the emotions and the frustrations, not us. We're there to try to help, try to solve things if you only let us, but for some reason you won't. You're mad at life. You got the raw deal. You're stuck with the kids. You're stuck with this. You're stuck with that. Get a life. Get over it. We're there as well. Any rate, if you like what I'm saying, please give me a thumbs up. You could follow me around the world at sailintrepid.com. Don't forget to make a donation if you can. I've now written 2 books, one kid's book, and made about 6 or 7 of these things. I have to eat sometime, so all you have to do is go to our website, hit donate. That would be a big help. And by all means, share this around with other people. And women out there, I'd love to hear your responses. I'm not shy. I've got my big boy pants on. I am trying to understand. I'd love to have an intimate relationship. One more anyways in my life before I die. There must be somebody out there that's not perpetually angry. But I would be curious. I would be very, very interested in hearing the responses about this. At any rate, once again, this is Tim on Everything in Noumea, New Caledonia, where God's name is New Caledonia. And say goodbye, and we'll be back again for another great episode in a week or so. Ciao.